Most people are terrified of being alone. We fill our lives with noise, social media, and constant company just to avoid the silence of our own thoughts. But look at the ocean. It doesn't need validation. It doesn't seek company to be complete. It is vast, powerful, and entirely itself. There is a fundamental difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is a gap, a feeling that something is missing. Solitude is a fullness. It is the discovery that you are enough. As the philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once said, a man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love liberty, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. When you stand by the sea, the world's expectations fade away. The ocean doesn't judge you. It doesn't ask what you've achieved or how much you earn. In this space, you can finally take off the mask you wear for society. You are not a worker, a student, or a citizen. You are simply a witness to the eternal. Why do we run from ourselves? Perhaps it's because when the external noise stops, we are forced to look at what's inside. If a person is internally poor, being alone feels like a prison. But for those with a rich inner world, solitude is a palace. Think of your mind as a garden. If you never spend time there, the weeds of anxiety and external opinions grow wild. Solitude is the time you spend tending to that garden. It is where original ideas are born. It is where you find the answers that no one else can give you. Schopenhauer believed that the more a person has in himself, the less he won't want from others. Intellectual and spiritual wealth makes you self-sufficient. When you are your own best friend, you are never truly alone. You become like the deep water, calm on the surface, but holding an entire world hidden beneath. Blaise Pascal famously said that all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Silence is a mirror. It reflects back our fears, our regrets, and our deepest desires. Most people find this reflection unbearable, so they turn back to the crowd. But there is a specific courage in silence. To sit with your own boredom, your own discomfort, and your own joy without reaching for a distraction is a superpower in the 21st century. It is in these moments of doing nothing that the soul breathes. Watch the rhythm of these waves. They don't rush to reach the shore. They simply flow. When you embrace solitude, you stop rushing through your life. You stop waiting for the next weekend, the next holiday, or the next notification. You begin to inhabit the now. You realize that the peace you were seeking out there has been waiting for you in here all along. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we should be like a promontory of rock against which the waves break. The rock stands firm while the sea around it rages. Solitude builds this inner fortress. When you are comfortable being alone, you are no longer a slave to the opinions of others. You don't need their applause to feel successful, and you aren't destroyed by their criticism. You become independent. This is the ultimate freedom. You can walk into a crowd and remain yourself, because you know the way back to your inner sanctuary. Solitude doesn't mean hating people. In fact, it makes your relationships better. When you don't need people to escape yourself, you can truly love them for who they are. You move from a place of hunger to a place of abundance. As this hour comes to an end, look at the horizon one last time. The sun, the sky, and the sea, they all exist in a beautiful, silent harmony. You are part of this harmony. Do not be afraid of the quiet days. Do not fear the empty room. See them as an invitation to meet the most important person in your life, yourself. Carry this stillness with you. No matter where you go, remember that the ocean is always within you. The silence is always available. You are whole. You are complete. You are free.